Welcome to Leadership Rewired with Allison Allen, the podcast where we cut through the noise and talk about what leading really takes. No sugarcoating, no jargon, just real conversations, hard-earned insights, and practical wisdom to help you lead through change. Build the cultures that work and stay human while doing it. Let's get into it. I've been both a chief people officer leading IT transformation at Lincoln Center, $3 million budget, 50 staff, complete digital overhaul during a pandemic. Welcome to Leadership Rewired. I'm Allison Allen. I've spent 2 decades working alongside chief information officers and chief people officers at Twitter, GLG, Verizon Media, Bloomberg, and Cushman & Wakefield. So when I see CIOs and CPOs treated like they're just managing the back office or just a cost center, I want to scream. Here's what I know that most executives don't. You're not managing systems. You are architecting the foundation that makes everything else possible. You wake up knowing that the systems that you oversee, whether they're technology, infrastructure, or organizational capability, if those systems break, everything stops. That AI initiative that everyone's excited about or fighting over, it dies without your architecture. The culture transformation a CEO keeps talking about, it crumbles without your people systems. Most organizations don't actually see the leadership you're providing. They see you as implementers. They see you as the people who execute other people's vision. That's not a leadership failure on your part. That's the biggest challenge in the systems thinking failure at the top amongst the C-suite. When I was at Lincoln Center, transitioning 1,500 people to remote work, while leading a complete IT transformation for the opening of David Geffen Hall, I realized something. The difference between organizations that thrive through change or those that just survive in it isn't strategy. It's the quality of the invisible leadership, the leadership that happens when no one else is watching, the leadership that builds resilient systems before the crisis hits, the leadership that translates what we want to achieve and to how we actually get there. That is CIO leadership. That is CPO leadership. You're not just managing technology and people. You are creating the very conditions where transformation becomes inevitable rather than accidental. So here's what I want you to consider. What if instead of waiting for permission to lead strategically, you started leading from where you are right now? What if instead of proving your worth through cost savings or efficiency metrics, you start demonstrating value through organizational capability and competitive advantage right now? Because the executives that succeed in the next 5 years in a world of AI disruption and hybrid complexity and constant change, they're going to be the ones who understand that sustainable transformation lives at the intersection of technology systems and people systems. And that intersection, that's exactly where you operate. You already do it. I'm starting a conversation specifically for CIOs and CPOs about what strategic leadership actually looks like when you're responsible for the systems that make everything else work. Not leadership theory, not generic C-suite advice, real talk about how you actually architect organizational change when you understand both the technology and the people side of transformation. If you're tired of being seen as an implementer, when you know that you're the actual architect, I want to hear from you. What's that invisible leadership you're already providing? What's the strategic impact that only you can see? Because I see it. And it's time we help the organizations that you work for and support see it too. Drop a comment or send me a message, or connect with me on LinkedIn. Let's build something that actually recognizes the leadership you're already providing. Until next time. Thanks for listening to Leadership Rewired with Allison Allen. If today's episode hit home, share it with a leader who needs it. And if you want more truth talk leadership insights, subscribe wherever you listen, follow me on LinkedIn, and keep leading with clarity even when it's hard. See you next time.